Right, company man here, but don't worry, I'm an alright guy. And welcome to video 12. Let's paint this thing. I'm using the same method I did when I did Robocop because, to be quite honest, it worked really well. So EVA foam, what happens is it's got little pores in it. And I've used loads of different types. I've used high quality, I've used low quality, I've used floor mats, I've used yoga mats, I've used anything I could find that was made out of EVA foam to make these pieces. So there's a few ways of sealing your EVA foam. Method one is every time you make something, use a heat gun and run it over it. You'll get a small scent in the air, and that's the smell that it's sealed up. Could be toxic, don't know. It probably is toxic, so wear your masks. But there's a scent. You'll know it if you've used EVA foam. The other thing is a really good way, actually, and cheap way, is PVA glue. You know that white glue you get at schools? 50-50 of that. I mean, there's all sorts of different, but if you say 50-50 water, 50-50 glue, mix it all up, put a layer on your item, let it dry. Do it 3-4 times, you'll get like a shiny coat that's flexible. That's a cheap way of doing it. It's really good, but if a corner starts to come up somewhere, you know, like when you get it on your hands and you peel it off, very satisfying, but it's not satisfying when it's your power loader or your Robocop. So that's that method. But the method I use, and it's been working well for me, is I use this stuff. This is roof seal. On the roofs of garages and stuff, you'll see the guys, you might even be one of them guys that are watching it, but when you've got workmen around, they paint this rubber paint on to seal up any corners, make the place waterproof. I use this on Robocop. I use this exact stuff, actually. Well, not this exact container, because it was like 10 years ago. But this rubber paint is fantastic. So what it does is, you can see back here, you can just see here, I've already done the torso in it. So I do 2 layers. So I paint it once, let it dry, paint it again. And I find that layer will work really well as a base coat for the undercoat that we're going to be putting on. I'm not going to record this because it's quite boring, but I'm literally going to take this rubber paint, 2 layers on everything. See you in about 4 days. It's that day. It is a power loader spray up day today. So I have got to somehow, it's a good test because at Comic-Con we're going to be filling the van with the power loader, and then we've got Blue Jam 77's Cosplay, whatever they're called, the little dudes, the baddies from Dark Crystal, I forgot what they're called, you know who I mean, things with little faces. Yeah, one of those are going in the back. 3 proton packs, a set of Handmaid's Tale costumes, and that's it, I think. Right, this is my first ever attempt at putting the power loader in. So, packed to the ceiling, and that's how much room he takes. So there's a little bit of room at the back. So we've got to get the 3 proton packs in there, and Matt's costume. To empty the shelves, I don't know, I'm going to have to rethink about how I put this lot in, because that is packed. Okay, now hopefully the music in the background's not going to take the audio off the video, but here we are. The power loader is now at the vehicle workshop. Here is the power loader for its last time in its rubber state. So there you go, there's the pinchers, thighs, pistons, we've got all the parts. It looks like a giant model kit you get as a toy model kit plane sort of thing. There we go. So it's up here at the vehicle workshop. They've very kindly let me use this room to spray it in JBC yellow. So this is the last time you'll see it in rubber state. And hopefully it's going to look absolutely amazing. We're using 2.5 litres of paint, and from what I've learned is it takes 2 litres to do a car, but there's going to be what we call overspray on this because it's all small parts. So fingers crossed, it all works out. So, here we go. How's that look? There's a bicep. And then we've got some forearms. This is all still wet at the moment. So it's got caterpillar, classic yellow. There you go. And then some black has been sprayed randomly over the joints. And then caterpillar yellow was then put back on top again, having this real nice effect. So yeah, it's not all clean. There you go, got some pistons and some pinchers and the roll cage. The cage is great because I've actually put some glue in between each joint so they won't move. Little hole here, that's where the light goes in. I like my face. Yeah, inputs and outputs. And right there. Got thighs. There we go. Thighs. Okay, I'll do the pleather tonight, I think. So, there we go. Right, DAX 39 here. As you can see, all painted up, all laid out in parts. I've still got some work to do, hence the build station over there. And I'm ill, my back hurts and my legs gone dead. But I have to work out how to quickly and effectively put this together, because it's never been together, because I built it using my head. And I'm just hoping everything fits together properly. And I need to obviously build it in a manner where yeah, I just can't work out how to build it. So let's see how to build this. Right, here we go. So I'm having my first problems. I'm just trying to work out a safe way of putting the torso on legs. So I'll switch the camera around. There we go, there's the legs. We've got them there. There you go. Oh, my back, oh la la. There you go, got my pads in the back now. You go around here. And then the pistons I'm still working on. They're white because I'm going to paint them silver. So I've not glued them in yet either, so if they move they'll fall out of the joints up here. I'll put some special glue in there. I'll keep them in once they're silver. And everything has got, each piece will have an asset tag on them. And the feet clamped in. And there's the pleather backs. The question is how to get the torso on here safely. I'm thinking I'm going to literally need something to hold the tail when I put it on. That's the idea. Acid tags. So I'm using a stand just to hold it on top. It's still settling. This thing's... don't want to go with it too long. I've got to work out. I've got a stand on the back of it. It's standing up. What am I doing, eh? What am I doing? I think I might need some help with this. I don't think I can do it on my own. Looks good though. Little box system is working. I think it's settled. Got a little bit of contact problem here because they've never been together. I might have to take a corner out here. Or a corner out there. Right. Oh my goodness, eh? What am I doing? I'm building it. The question is, am I even going to be able to... So I've always wanted to make a 1-to-1 scale power loader. At least I can say I've done it.